Hello and welcome to another episode of Barely Played. This is the Retro Bear speaking to you live from the confines of my pod racer as we play Star Wars Episode 1 Racer on the Nintendo 64, which is basically Nintendo's way of shifting a load of N64s that nobody was buying by going to George Lucas and saying, do you know what, George? Do you think you can give us a license so we could pack your game in and sell a few more consoles? No problem at all. And they drove a huge dump truck load of cash up to his house, and he said, that's great, that'll suit me. And this is named a game based on the best sequence in nobody's favourite Star Wars film, The Phantom Menace, which came out in 1999. Now, anybody who watched the Extreme G video, which I put up probably about a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, will notice that this is an incredibly fast game, very much on the borders of what I was doing on Extreme G. It is a really, really good game, but again, like Extreme G, it just has occasionally a tendency to be a bit too fast for its own good. Now, the title of this series is Barely Played. I did play this game quite a lot, but it has been a reasonable length of time since I last played it. Oh, there we go, that'll show you why exactly. But this game is less unforgiving, I don't know if that's the word, but less forgiving, I don't really know, than Extreme G, in the fact that if you sort of crash, it just sort of respawns you, it doesn't slow you down at all, and you just carry on going flat out, foot down, racing along. It captures the spirit of the pod race section of the film quite brilliantly. And first thing, when I first played this, it just sort of blew away the speed a bit, and actually in a way how easily it controls. It's very, very smooth. I know I'm going to have some controlling difficulties as I go along, because I just tend to sort of put my finger on the accelerating button, bang, there we go again, and I don't use the brake or lift off if I can help it, and just play it as it's intended to be. Now, can I get to this bit without crashing? No, I can't. I'm really good at this, aren't I? But you'll notice I'm so far ahead that no one's actually caught me up, because top right hand corner will say position 1 of 12. But yeah, it's just a fun game, and it's just non-stop action all the way through. It really is good. Some people don't like this game. I think I may have mistakenly said that a lot of people didn't like it. It has its fans, but those people who do love it, and those people who don't like it aren't sort of enthused by it. What I like about the game as well, like I said, the backgrounds are really good, the whole design, the craft is really good. I know it doesn't look particularly good on this now, but I am playing this through a composite on a near enough 20, not just over 20-year-old game, so it does look a bit ropey, and I dare say that if I was, whoa, there we go again, and you see bits of it breaks off and then kaboom. Yes, if I was playing it probably on an upgrading machine, or had the ability to, more patience or know-how how to run these things a bit better, then I'm sure it would look an awful lot better. But this is how games are meant to be played, damn it. And they're proper technology using the proper system. But yes, a real fun game to play, captures the spirit of the film. And there we go, so you can see, nice easy victory, no problems at all there. Now what we're going to do is, rather than sort of play this in sequence to show you another level from the game, you'll also notice you probably can hear in the background, obviously we've got the sampled speech from the film at the very, very beginning with the racetrack. You've got the voice of the commentator from the film, played by I think it's voice actor Hank Azaria, and of course you've got Jake Lloyd. You can hear sort of saying, yeah, I won. And also you can hear very, very quietly in the background there, I can't remember the name of the character, but the guy who ran the sort of junk shop in episode 1, he's sort of singing along there to the tune from the Cantina Band in Star Wars Episode 4. So we're skipping the second track because, quite frankly, it was absolutely dull as dishwater, and all you did was basically went around a very, very short track in a circle. There's a track in Mario Kart which I think is a baby racing track where they just sort of go around in a circle. It's like that. It wasn't particularly interesting. This, though, is the third track, and this is the last one I'm going to show you today, and this one is 100% adrenaline from the word go. And again, like anything good with Star Wars, it's associated with snow and ice. So obviously the best Star Wars film, Episode 5, Empire Strikes Back, film starts on Hoth. This is the best bit about it. The best bit about Shadows of the Empire on the N64 was the first level where you're this. Oh, hello. Blimey, I didn't realise that was there. I'll have to remember that next time round. But the best bit about Shadows of the Empire was the first level where you're going to take down the AT-ATs. And as such, this was a way better level than the second one was. Woohoo! There we go, head on into that. And it's great because you're sort of going across ice and it does get a little bit difficult to control. You flip off that and bang off the side there and it's still going. I've lost bits of it. Oh no, there's a hole to go through here. There we go, as somebody once said. But I just love the speed of this game. Yes, I said it's probably a bit too fast for its own good, but you know, it's just a really exciting and adrenaline-fueled game, which is what you want. And this is really, it's a real crazy part here. You've just got to have those lightning quick reflexes, which probably I had about 10 years ago when I played this for the first time. And come back to it recently, you've just got to be absolutely on the ball and so quick with your reactions. And I think that's my age now is probably catching up with where they're not quite as good as they once were. Well, there we go. I wish I'd perhaps played this a bit more when I'd had the chance to, but yeah, I love games like this. I do. Sometimes I will criticise a game for being too quick for its own good. That's what I said with Extreme G, because sometimes it just felt uncontrollable, and at times you felt out of control. This one, I think, less so. I felt much more in control of the pod racer than I did of the Extreme G bike. And oh god, we nearly made a mess of that as well. But I think this game probably would, for me, be better. If I was recommending you to go and get one game between the two, I'd certainly go and get this one. Also came out on the Dreamcast. Also, I think came out on the PC as well. And I'm not sure if there's a rumour going around of either going to remaster it or it was being considered for remaster or something, which I think would be rather an interesting concept, because if they can keep the speed which it goes at here, then I think they could well be on to a winner. But of course the thing is, it's 20 years after the original film came out, so whether it's going to be exceedingly popular and will appeal to today's modern gamer, because we all know they love their Fortnites and their Call of Duties, and whether sort of Star Wars Episode 1 Pod Racer is going to be the sort of game that pulls them in, not entirely sure. So we're on lap 2 of 3 is one more lap to come as we once again go through another vehicle. I hope you're keeping count at home how many vehicles have actually crashed. Could easily be about 10 on this level. Oh, there's another one. 11. But it's great. It just puts you back and you carry on again. No bouncing off walls and going around like a pinball. It's this is the sort of thing where flat out keep going and yeah, it just let the ride take you. And I think what I've actually done on this level is you may sort of notice I'm just starting to lift off a little bit. So that's the best I've done of the 3 laps. I'm just starting to lift off a little bit because I want to try and get through this little section without crashing. So if memory serves, I've dropped it right down there. See, it goes about 620 usually. I've dropped it right down to about 400. But we still got control of it. Wow, look at this. Keep going, swing it round there. There we go. For the hole. No. I think I was aiming for the hole there, trying to be clever. But again, it's a really good game, and I'm having I had a lot of fun playing this years ago. I've had a lot of fun revisiting it recently, and yes, if you have an opportunity to pick this game up, do so. I think Extreme G is only it's under a $5. I don't think you're going to be paying much more for this either on the N64. It's just worth picking up. It's an absolute steal at that price, and I think you'll have a lot of fun on it. Some people don't like these things to be too quick, but I think you'll get a lot of enjoyment out of it. And let's be honest with you, even though it is Episode 1, it's still Star Wars, and a lot of people love Star Wars. Everybody loves Star Wars. I think maybe they do or they don't. I'm not entirely sure. I think what I'll probably do next time is not play a racing game, because that's 2 barely played. Oh, another crash to finish with, because that's the finish line just ahead and across the line. So I think might we do a different game rather than racing game. Anyway, thank you very much indeed for tuning in to this episode of Barely Played. This is the Retro Bear. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and tick the bell for more notifications, and leave me a comment below. But now, it's time for me to go. Take care. Bye for now.